All right, what's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome to another episode of the No Holds Barred Sports Show. I am Lowrider.
And I am
That
a
way.
member of the me.
Oh my God!
That's right. 2021 World Series champion Atlanta Braves. #1 fan, King Mega.
And Kenny the Bounty Hunter vanished.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're Boogaloo is MIA right now. So, but this is a sports show where we pull no punches and we talk all things sports.
Everything.
So, we got our guest down here waiting in the wings.
Get right to it.
Let's get right to it, right?
Let's get right to it.
Brian
What's
Myers.
up, sir?
What's up,
brother?
gentlemen? How are you?
Man?
How's it
I'm
going?
good.
Little New York wrestling connection going on here.
Oh yeah, yes it is.
Yeah, for real, man.
For real.
It's crazy how long ago, right? When
Yeah.
you think about that shit.
I'm in
How long have you been in?
18 years going on 19 this summer, I think.
Holy
wow, man.
damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I still remember when we worked with y'all in the beginning. So.
Yeah, Mega eliminated me and Matt from a Battle Royal in my first match ever.
That's crazy.
Oh,
and,
no shit.
and I think maybe Matt's third or fourth match.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy, man. It
Yeah.
literally seems like yesterday.
I know.
Legit. Yeah. I cut off.
How you doing?
It's a little gray.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Other than that, it's all the same, right?
Other than that, it's all the same. Yep.
That's
Other than that, it's all the same.
I'm all grayed out.
Yeah, look at you.
I'm all grayed
me.
out.
I see.
Mega's older than me by 400 years, and he got less gray hair than I do.
Whatever. But yeah, glad to see you and Matt doing your thing. I'm freaking. Thanks, I'm so proud of you guys.
Thanks,
I haven't spoken to you in forever, but dude, I'm so proud of you too, and knocking down walls and not letting bad things deter you from pursuing your dreams and being successful, and I absolutely, above all that, love that you're a great dad.
Thanks, man. Thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, man.
I hope your daughters aren't Mets fans though.
No, we're going this week, so they love it. But they love Mr. Met and ice cream. I don't think they really understand. They don't understand the deepness that will be involved in this journey they're on. Yeah,
the heartbreak and sorrow.
Yeah,
of being a Met fan.
Well, right now I'm watching Mad Max Deal for the first time in Citi Field, so I'm all right.
Okay. Hey, man, you know what? You can't go wrong with that, man. That was a great move by them. Like, he definitely is gonna add that spunk to y'all. Him and Buck definitely.
Too. I love all the moves. I mean, Scherzer. Once I heard the Mets had the highest offer, I was like, ooh. It's like Scherzer's the union rep. He can't say no.
He can't say no.
Can't say no. He has to go where the money's at. So
can't say no.
Maybe he didn't want to be a Met. I don't care at this point because he's here.
Yeah.
That dude can wheel and deal, man. He's a different kind of animal.
I just like his his attitude.
Yeah, he's down to go out there and go to war.
That's contagious, and the whole rest of the team, is feeling that. He's a competitor.
Yeah, that's one thing. Not to talk Braves, but that's one thing Josh Donaldson brought to the Braves, because they were like, good old country boys, no pun intended. Yep. And then when he came to the team, he was like, "No, we're not taking any prisoners," and changed the whole attitude of the team. So
that's what here in New York they keep talking about him, hoping that he's gonna kind of spill that over to the Yankees, because the Yankees are so flat right now. They're hoping that he kind of lights that spark.
They definitely need that, because they haven't had that in quite some time now. They're definitely flat, man. They got no. There you go. He's back.
Yeah, man. Madness, man. Hello, everybody. Hello. What's up, Brian? What's going on?
What's up, dude?
Man, I tell you.
Yeah, Brian. Kenny's a Red Sox fan.
All right, that's my second favorite team.
Yeah. I jumped on back in the day with Manny. With Manny.
Anybody that beats down the Yankees,
Yes, I already like you, brother.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine, man. That's all. That's the only requirement.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Mets fans and Red Sox are kindred spirits in a way.
Just tell me you ain't a Cowboys fan.
Oh hell no.
Okay,
No.
now we all the
Hell
way
no.
in now.
Hell
We
no.
all
no.
the way
Hate
in.
the Cowboys. No.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you wanna
So we
get
was
started here?
yeah. So we was
All
you know
right.
we was leading in with Max Scherzer. What do you think? I'm not gonna have any Mets jokes, But what do you
Dude, my skin is thick, dude. You can't. What are you gonna do?
But honestly, I thought the best move was Buck Showalter.
Oh, of course.
The
Yeah.
best move.
I was fed up with first time managers and things like that.
Yeah.
I want this true and tested, grizzled, veteran. And even I've been watching the couple of games I've been able to catch. Even just having like Joey Cora as the third base coach, or
Really?
having Starling Marte who can run and steal and change a game in
Yeah.
that way. Some old school fundamental baseball has like just been a pleasure to watch. So
That's good,
and I
man.
think that's made a huge difference.
Yeah. Do you think
Shit,
they won the
that
division?
that move the other day was crazy when with the tagging up and before they were able to challenge it.
Yeah,
beat that. They apparently
Yeah.
Buck had them practice this if it's a play that they think that would be challenged to try and make a move to make them make a play.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Buddy, who the hell was that was on first? McNeil. McNeil was on
McNeil's
first.
a scrappy player too. Yeah.
He hit somebody hit like a pop fly to the outfield. Buddy scored in, and they thought he left early, so they were about to throw it to third. McNeil starts running to second base, makes the pitcher run to. He made a move like he was gonna throw to second, so they weren't able to challenge.
Nice.
Fucking
Yeah,
genius,
that's
man! I
awesome.
was
Yeah.
like, fucking Buck Showalter.
Yeah, it's like a grizzled,
Yeah,
veteran
knows his shit,
coach.
man.
Yeah, guy's been around, guy's won, proven.
I was
Guy's
mad
not
the Yankees didn't
not
do
gonna
it.
take shit from young players.
Nope.
That shit's awesome.
Yeah.
I was
I would
mad
have
the
loved to
Yankees
see
didn't do
him.
it. I'm so over freaking Boone.
I would love to see Buck last year with the what do you call it? With the whole thumbs down to the fans by
Oof, right? How he would have reacted to that?
Yeah. Oh, God,
I mean, Lindor's had a hot start, and I think getting Baez out of there has helped turn all that around. People are hopefully forgetting about that, but was not a fan of that. That's for sure.
That was like not good.
Yeah.
Yes, good. Mets gonna implode.
Yeah,
love it.
Pop says the best thing about the Mets is the manager.
I don't know. Honestly, everything but right now, I'm happy with everything but the bullpen. To be honest, things are going well.
Yeah, that's the main thing, right? You guys have I was reading what was it as of yesterday? Y'all had like the lowest ERA ever for 10 starts from through 10 games or something like that. Their ERA was like 1.02.
I believe it, yeah, because even like Tyler Miguel's been dealing, and he took the Grom spot, and he's basically replaced him somehow, which is a miracle.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
All you need is for him to hold it down until
they said
DeGrom is back.
DeGrom's next MRI is Monday, so that's the day you find out if he's gonna gear up and have like a little mini spring training and get to it, or be sidelined. So
yeah, I'd say if he gets healthy by July, gets into like 100% healthy or like 95% healthy, gets into a rhythm, and they make the play. That 1-2 punches.
Yeah,
that's all they need.
Scary.
They don't need to rush him back though.
We can. I was so Mets myself, but I was just like, when that news broke that he was even hurt, I'm like, okay, so we have Scherzer and DeGrom, this like once in a lifetime 1-2, and we didn't get a pitch. We didn't get one pitch. Didn't even give me like a month to be all pumped up about this. We didn't get one goddamn pitch.
Not one pitch.
That's very Mets.
That's
very
definitely
Mets.
a Mets move.
It's very Mets. It's very Mets. I was like, here we go. Yes, the
Unreal.
Mets.
Yeah.
You think they'll make the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I think if they don't at this point, with all the money that's been spent and all the players acquired, that's just would be a travesty.
It's definitely and especially with the added wild card teams. Yeah, it's early, but you know what? It's better to start hot than it is.
There's expectations, that's you got to live up to that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing that gave everybody's hope, again, not to talk Braves, but it's true. I mean, the Braves
Here we
weren't
go,
500.
this guy.
Seriously, the Braves weren't above 500 like July last year. Like, they were horrible.
Yeah, I mean,
first half.
baseball's crazy. We all know that. You know, anything
Crazy,
can happen. Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's a long season. That's I always say that it's a long season, but when you're losing to the Baltimore Orioles regularly,
Those are the games, you know,
that cost
a good team's going to beat those teams, and that's
right.
That's the difference. Yeah.
Yep.
And
y'all got the best trump card ever in Steve Cohen.
Yeah.
I mean, money is not.
You know he's gonna throw that money.
Object. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mega's said it a few times, right? Like to have an owner that's an actual fan of that team makes it a world of difference.
And that's not his source of income. That's just
that too, right? It's just for fun for him.
For fun, right?
Insane, right? How insane is that?
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
So I'm of the opinion, you know, Lowrider doesn't believe this or like it, but I'm of the opinion that the Mets will sign Aaron Judge next year.
Why do you think that?
Agent. You know, I think, you know, he wants his money. I think the Steinbrenners, the Yankees, that's their business. That's their primary source of income. That's their business. And I just think they're only willing to go to, like, you know, 5 years, you know, maybe like 140, 142.
They were willing to go to 7, but
I don't think that's true. I really don't.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I don't think they would put it out there and say that it was.
I think Steve Cohen wants to grab headlines. They need a right fielder. He wants to take over the city from the Yankees. To me, it just makes sense. And money's no object.
I
was DH in the National League. So,
well, I guess what was that 2 weeks ago? Now was that deadline right before opening day? I was in the car all day, so I was listening to I listened to the Fan in New York all day long when I'm in my car, and you know, they were following it, and there was all these people calling up with their theories and stuff about what's going on, and a couple of people that kind of got into my mind is that, like, and I don't know if you guys hear me out on this, nobody his size has ever had like a prolonged career in baseball, and that got me thinking.
I don't think anybody's ever had that kind of. They were saying like there's never been somebody his size.
Yeah, without injuries or, you know, whatever. So it's
he's been injury prone too.
He's been injury prone, right? He's already proven that. Yeah. So like I think maybe that's where the cold feet scenario tiptoed in a little bit. That just kind of struck with me a little bit. I'm like, you know what, they're right, you know.
Yeah.
That's one of the things, man.
There's something to it, at least.
Big dude, man.
Yeah.
That's why I think the Yankees won't go more than 5. They're just they're gonna hold steady. It's like, we're not doing it.
They said that they did 6 with this year, so it would have been 7 with this shit. But
and how old he would be? How old then?
He's
30. He would have been going 38 by
right, because he's 30 right now.
He's 30, right? Yeah,
he turns 31 this year. So
I mean, it's definitely a tough call. It really is.
It is a tough call. And then there's the other stuff, the intangible stuff too. You know, he's the leader, the clubhouse leader, the captain, the face of the
franchise.
So do you take that? You know, is it really a risk with all that? But
yeah, it's If to me, if money was no object and I was Steve Cohen, I would do it. Even if I get a good 4 years out of him.
That'd be, I haven't even thought about that. He said that would be an unreal, unreal move. I mean, I don't even want him per se, like for the reasons I was just saying. But wow,
wow. I mean, talking about like,
it'll definitely. I feel like it'll definitely cause the headlines to shift.
Oh, big time! Yeah,
big time. Like, it's
all right, if the Yankees lose Judge next year, what will the Yankees need to overcome that?
The Yankees need more work than just Judge.
They do.
If they lost Judge, I'd be perfectly fine with them trying to get some speed because we got Stanton that's got the power bat, and you know I'd be all good with adding. I really was hoping the Yankees would have added Marte.
Dude, he's been as far as watching these Met games, he's been my number one thing that I've just enjoyed watching him play, man.
Great player.
Awesome, dude. Just
fast,
a monster on the base path, just a threat at all times. He's fired up. That when Mets were getting beamed last week, he was the first one on the step, like saying, "Hey, what the fuck?"
Nice. So, he was a friend of mine is his agent, and he said he wanted to go to the Braves last year. and he thought that they was going to get done, but the Marlins didn't want to trade him within the division.
Oh.
And I want him too. I think he's great.
Since when do the Marlins care about that?
I know,
exactly.
like who cares? But I guess
the
I'm glad we
only
didn't get
scary
him,
thing
but-
with that though is, obviously speed starts to deteriorate faster in baseball.
It
of
does,
course.
but that's not his only game though.
Yeah,
That's
but
good,
when I've experienced it firsthand with the Johnny Damons, the Jacoby Ellsbury's, when these guys start to fall off the cliff, they fall off hard.
Jacoby's one of the worst investments in
history.
history, maybe ever, right? Damn.
Yeah.
That makes Jason Bay even look like not a big deal.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad move.
Yeah.
It so does. Just for my own fun, I would love the Mets to get Aaron Judge. I'd love it.
I would definitely
I really
turn
would.
the city on its head, man.
I think a lot of people would
hysteria, I feel like.
It would.
But my favorite number 99 of all time is Turk Wendell, and he'd have to have that number. That'd really piss me off personally.
I forgot you're a Turk Wendell fan. That's right,
dude. I met him. I threw out the pitch a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And I met him up in the box. He gave me his number.
Really?
We text now. We keep in touch.
Really?
He came and saw me wrestle. He lives in Iowa.
Awesome.
He lives in Iowa. Yeah. So
does he really?
Yep.
I remember Turk Wendell was the one that used to wear like that weird chain,
the shark tooth necklace.
Yeah.
If you look him up, he had all the quirks and like superstitions and stuff.
Yeah,
he brushed his teeth in between innings and shit when he was a starter. There's a lot of weird ones. Yeah.
Well, so you've been a Met fan your whole life, right?
To be honest, I was like kind of like a fair weather. I like the Yankees and the Mets up until, but I was a big Piazza guy because I thought, me being a diehard pro wrestling fan, Piazza was like a pro wrestler in baseball to me. The cool hair, the mustache, he's jacked. He's a star. He's in commercials and shit. I'm like, this guy fucking rules. Then he gets traded to the Mets. I'm like, this is like fate.
Right.
And then like from that moment, I was all in.
You stuck with the Mets. Okay, hey man.
Yeah.
So Piazza will probably be your favorite Met.
He's my favorite Met favorite baseball player of all time. Favorite Met for sure. I mean, I have a bunch of Mets that are like near and dear to me that I just love the way they play. Like Joe McEwing's one of my all-time favorites. So I thought it was just incredible that this guy hustled, worked his ass off every day just to find any spot in the game. He's going to play any position, do the best of his abilities. Like there's something about that like never say never diehard attitude that I just admired. How hard he played. So he was one of my favorites. Turk, like I said, just because of his wackiness and just somebody you didn't really forget. Yeah, I have a bunch. I love Cespedes. The Cespedes run, I loved, man. I thought he brought so much fun. He brought so much fun to the team, man. He was a smart.
I'm sure with the grinding you had to do to get up, where you made it to in the industry, and you could resolute to what those guys that play hard and scratch like that go through because of course, what you had to go through to get to the top of the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. I can like relate it to wrestling, like where you just wear all these hats,
Yeah, exactly.
And you find your breaks wherever they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We talked. What was it last week, Mega? When we brought up if you could have done.
If you could. Oh yeah, that's a good question for you, Brian.
I feel like that's a good question.
But you kind of did it, so it kind of.
But he
made it.
He's been there.
Would you rather have traded your WWE career or had a better career, or would you have been a 12-year MLB vet?
No, I mean this is like my childhood dream that I'm living, so I'm good. I'm good with that. But my one regret, as far as baseball goes, though, like I played baseball growing up, I wasn't very good. I did enjoy it and love it, obviously, but I always thought pitching was boring. But then as I got older, I'm like, man, this is the coolest and most interesting position in the whole field.
And that shit is hard. I pitched in college.
And I really wish I had a different mindset, which as a stupid little kid. So how was I to know? But as I got older, I'm like, man, I wish I applied myself to that a little bit more and thought like that.
I'm gonna be honest with you, as a pitcher, and it's different for closers and starters, and because in college I was a closer, so your mindset when you're a closer at that higher level, then all the way up to MLB, your mindset is you against everybody because you come in with 2 outs, 3 balls, 2. So it's so it's so crazy because I was watching something on Goose Gossage the other day, and he said how, and some of the people that was talking about him was like he was such a nice guy until he got on the mound. It was like you didn't even know who that guy was, and he even said he was like, yeah, he said I would have hated to face myself when I was pitching and been in the batter's box. He said, because I know I wasn't a likable guy because I was just totally somebody else when I hit the mound. So it's a different world.
That will to win.
Yeah. It's a different world.
Yeah. Yeah, because I had told the guys last week that my dream was to be a Major League Baseball player. And I would trade an 8-year MLB career for 12, 15-year WWE run as a mid-carder.
Yeah.
If I was a main event, of course, then hey, all that's out the window. But yeah,
bro, you're too big, like Aaron Judge, bro. We just talked about this. Yeah.
I had a major league catcher that had just came back down, hit my fastball about 500 feet. That's about the
Damn.
That's the closest thing I got.
Yeah.
See, like for me, I definitely would love to have been in your position where you got to be on WrestleMania. You know, you had a nice long run. So, you know, I think, you know, I love baseball and, you know, but I don't know, man. It would have been a tough one for me. You know, I feel like the money though, and if I had a good baseball career.
The pension sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, pension is cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
I know Mega knows Raleigh. Raleigh, our buddy is really good friends with Billy Koch. Remember him?
Yeah. Yep.
And and I kind of keep in touch with him. The Blue
Jays
closer,
Toronto, right? Yeah.
With that crazy little goatee.
Yep.
Yeah, he's awesome, dude. So I've got to like kind of, you know, drink with him a handful of times, get to know him or whatever.
Okay.
But he's got a pension. I'm like, oh, that's a lot different than wrestling.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Pension is sweet.
Yeah, for sure. Especially that amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a different ball game.
Big time, yeah.
It's sweet.
But yeah, so what is your outlook on this 2022 season? Where you think it's gonna end?
I mean, obviously, you know, my heart's with the Mets, but first and foremost, I was so defeated during that strike, man. It was looking bad at one point where I was like, I was super sad, you know, basically butthurt about the whole thing. So once that news broke that it was over, I was like, oh wow, I got to get my head back in the game because I was so sad about it. I wasn't even thinking about baseball. So I'm just glad that we're playing. You know, that I can take my girls this week to a game and enjoy myself. And you know, I mean, as a sports fan, generally, you know, I'm a Mets and Jets fan. I just want, like, in my lifetime, to see them both win. That's it. One time each. I don't even care. You know, it doesn't need to be a dynasty. I'd really like it to be in my dad's lifetime because he's the one who, you know, got me into sports. So I'd like to enjoy that with him. You know, that we could both see the Mets win the World Series together and the Jets win the Super Bowl.
That would be cool.
That's all I want as a sports fan. You know, one time.
That's cool. Yeah. I had a great sports year last year. The Braves win World Series and the Bengals go to the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, my dad is no longer here, but he was a Mets fan, and we fought all the time.
I can imagine.
He was a Redskins fan, but to celebrate a Mets and Jets with your dad is like.
Well, I think that's the thing about sports that, you know, that makes us all so, you know, compassionate about it. It's like a family thing and a sentimental thing that really, like, is kind of deep within you, you know.
Yeah.
It's much more than just, you know, a game, I guess.
A game, yeah.
I feel like one of the first times I ever seen my dad cry was the Yankees winning in '96. he got all watery eyed and he walked outside and I was like,
that's awesome.
Me and my brother were like, what?
That's pretty awesome, though.
What's going on?
That's a true fan, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's tough, man. It was tough for those years leading up being a Yankee fan.
Of course,
because, man, I remember, like, for the longest time, man, my pops would take me and my brother, and I want to say, man, there was probably like a good 5-6 year stretch that every game we went to, they fucking lost. It was like I remember, man, we were like so upset after one of the games. Like my brother was crying and shit. He was like, he was like that. My dad's that we're jinx.
Damn.
You know, it's tough, man.
You're talking about those years where like it's
yeah.
basically just like Don Mattingly and that's it. No one else on the team. Yeah.
Yep. No,
Wow.
see, I'm sure my pops
Yeah.
had something putting him out there.
Yeah.
He said that Mega's favorite baseball player.
Oh
Derek
God, I
Jeter.
hate that. Have you ever met him, Brian?
No, I wish.
Jeter.
I
Guys are
wish. You know, it's
fucking
funny. Like people,
rich.
like Matt and I are best friends, business partners, with a tag team for 18 years now, whatever. He is the least sports guy you'll ever meet. Like it's insane. Like if you threw a football at him, he'd be like, you wouldn't even know what to do. Like you're just like a complete loser. But through like WWE, we had a connection. We can go to Knicks games all the time. And there's like a VIP thing. It's unbelievable, actually.
Man, that's
So
awesome.
every time I'm there, I'm like, oh shit, seeing all these athletes and shit, like
Right.
rocking out and stuff. And then he went for one time to like impress a girl or something. And then after I hit him up, I was like, yo, he was, I was in the elevator with some dude, Derek Jeter. I was like,
Motherfucker.
like he's like, I think Jeter and Piazza, the two people that like I could meet where I would like really mark out for. Like I would probably like, whew, I'd be like, holy shit,
I don't know if you heard my rants, but I fucking hate that guy with a passion.
Jeter? Nah, dude, I hate the Yankees.
No,
Mega,
straight. No,
Mega,
it's
Mega
straight
met him,
personal.
and
Straight
he handed
personal.
Mega his
really?
coat and was like, "Hey, Mr.
I was
Belvedere, do this."
Yeah, I was with A-Rod at a party. Well, we had the same party, and then I would go up to him. So Al said, "Yo, what's up?" Blah blah blah. So he introduced me, Chris, Derek, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
This dude gave me the fucking old school Russell Limp handshake, like whatever, dude, whatever. Just blew me off.
Uh-huh.
Then when they go talk to him again, he could give like two shits about me, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. Right to his face.
You ain't important, bro.
But the guy's a dick, man.
Oh wow.
I wish I had his life.
There was probably so much talent at that party.
Yeah.
Oh,
that he was like,
thinking his priority was not you.
That's exactly what it was.
This
I was in my feelings.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Why would I want to talk
definitely
to
in
this
my
giant motherfucker?
Is that when you worked at Tops?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
But I know you got to get out of here. So one last thing, let's transition to the Jets for a little bit. I know you got to get out of here. But what do you think about your quarterback?
I still don't even know. When they first drafted him, I'm like, what is he, 12? I was like, what is this? You see him in interviews, and he just like it's hard to get behind. But then there's a couple of games this year where I was like, okay, I see the flashes of what this is, but I just don't know. And it's the same as Darnold, which I guess we're kind of going to say Darnold didn't add up to anything, right? He kind of proved that this year, but these guys don't even have weapons to work with to even understand if they're going to be something like this. Like, how are we all to know? And like, the draft's coming up and they've been so notoriously bad at that. I'm like, what do we even get excited about? There's nothing to even like look forward to. I don't know.
Yeah.
Needs a big, as a Jets fan, it's been so bad for so long now that I keep looking back on like those Rex years, which you didn't realize how good we had it.
Yeah.
Entertaining coach, like always in the headlines for some dumb shit. There was always something going on in the playoffs,
Darrell Reeves' best cornerback,
Reeves and Sanchez. I didn't realize how.
My man said, "Damn, the bump fumble don't seem so
the
bad."
Fumble, right? Yeah, even that. These people were talking about it. There's nothing even to talk about with the Jets. Brutal.
Yeah, Curtis Martin, great offensive line. Jumbo was like one of the best, tackles in the game.
He had LT in those Rex years.
Ain't that what Reavis Island started at?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brett Favre sending dick pics to people. It was great. For a little bit.
Great.
There.
Yeah.
It was fucking great. It was great. You didn't realize that until it's all gone, man.
Go wrong with it,
just like just like anything else in life. You don't realize how good you had it till it's gone.
Yep. And that was like
it's been 10, 11 years of just nothingness, just bad football. Yeah.
I know Adam Gase was like a horrendous hire at the time.
Oh, man.
Bad. I'm like, why are you hiring this dude? Dude failed with the Dolphins.
That press conference where his eyeballs were going every which way. That was just one thing after another. It's like, man, that was wild, dude.
My God.
They've been notorious for making bad decisions.
Yeah, that's what it is, right? That's where it all starts, but I don't know. I do.
Hopefully-
I like the coach now, and I do like Joe Douglas, but I mean, we'll see. Time will tell.
You got to do something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do. I know you got to get out of here, but
Yeah, man, I gotta go get on a treadmill. Actually,
thanks for coming on. Yeah, I got to do that
Yeah,
too.
Nice
we
meeting you,
appreciate
brother.
Nice
we
meeting you guys.
appreciate you coming
Stay
on,
safe
Brian,
out there,
man.
my man.
thank you, my man. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thank you, bro.
All right,
All
go
right,
Mets.
Brian.
Be
Be
safe.
good, brother. Later.
Brave suck, Mega.
Here we go.
Later, bro.
Later, brother.
Oh man. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I think it's pretty cool, his hopefully he'll be able to experience that. Even though I hate the Mets,
I think the Mets will. I mean, if they don't,
if
think
anybody's
this year-
gonna do it.
and this is the year to do it, because the Grom, I think, did he opt out already, or is going to opt out?
No, he told them he's opting out.
So he's going to pitch for a contract with somebody. So this is the year to do it.
The thing, like I think if he comes back, I wouldn't rush him back though. I would not rush him back.
Nah.
If you can keep him out till after the All-Star break, even
yeah.
comes back. If he's able to come back healthy, man, that's like acquiring somebody at the deadline.
Right.
That's gonna kill it for you, because the dude he's a beast, man.
He's a beast. And I was serious, like
120-pound beast.
Last year, they weren't above 500 until July. So all you got to do is get in at the end and be hard to end. And with them two dudes, and they both go 7-8 innings.
Shit,
so
Scherzer throwing 85 pitches off rip. You know what? I was actually gonna ask you about that, like, because we ain't get to talk about it. But you saw that shit with Kershaw. That he was perfect through 7.
Yeah, I meant to bring that up too. Yeah,
80 fucking pitches, and they pulled him.
So Kenny be good to ask, but in my opinion, my humble opinion, I think it was the right decision.
Yeah,
because you don't want
in the season.
I got 2 words. Johan Santana.
I was thinking that.
You can't.
At the same
it's
time,
the first. There was a shortened spring training. It's the second week of the year, and like you want to win a World Series.
See, but with Johan, they let the dude throw like 130 pitches.
Yeah, but it was like towards I think it was July, August. So to be in April, that at 80 is really like 110 at this time of the year.
Yeah,
his off his arm strength, he'd have hurt himself. And then,
no, man, I feel like they should have asked him what he wanted to do.
No, because his competitive nature, he would have said, "Damn, leave me in."
Leave me in
every time.
Yeah.
That's just like a fighter, a boxer. Mm-hmm. You have to be their mind, because they're gonna always tell you with their competitive spirit. I'll go.
I can still do it.
Yeah, but when you're fucking. Man, there's only been how many 20-something in the whole history, bro.
I mean, at this point,
name 3 of them.
Name 3?
Right
Perfect
now.
games?
Right now.
David Cone, David Wells, and
Yankees. Why wouldn't he?
All right, name 3 non-Yankees. That's how important it is.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter.
It's a great thing,
it's
personal,
a great thing, right.
but it's a business, and that's what they're thinking, along with the personal, because of course they don't want him hurt, but they don't want him hurt for the business aspect of it. Because, bro, everybody's saying they're going to the World Series, so why play your World Series in April?
Right.
What So and every time any coach would do that. Every time.
And let's be honest, if he did get a perfect game, right? What would we talk about today? Wouldn't be talking about him. It'd be over in a week. It's not worth it.
I hear you, man. But like, to me, it's like one of them things. Like, man, if he at least like, hey, leave me out here for at least another batter, another inning. See what happens. If he fucking throws a bad pitch, gives up a hit, take him out.
But if he doesn't, and he's up 90-95, and then he goes to the 9th, and then there's more tension, then he's at 105, 115. And
but like, hold on, a dude like Max Scherzer, if you tried to take that ball away from him, what do you think he would have told you? He would have told Dave Roberts.
He did it last year. He took
Bro.
him out last year, and
He would have
Scherzer
came out of the game, bro.
And Scherzer was complaining because he didn't want to come out of the playoff game last year.
Remember when he tried to take the ball away from him. At one point, he told him, "Go fuck yourself." He said, "Go back in the dugout."
And guess what? He went to the dugout.
No, he didn't. He stayed in.
I thought he.
And
went
then that was it. Happened another time later.
Okay.
He told him go back in the dugout, and he also cursed him the fuck out for slapping his ass.
Yeah, not in early season. And let me ask you a question: is Clayton Kershaw a Hall of Famer?
I'd say so.
Okay, so why do it?
Yeah,
Just to say I did it? Who gives a shit?
Definitely makes the
Who cares?
Yeah.
There's actually, and it's on as far as the record books go, there's more guys who hit for the cycle.
This
than
must be for
perfect
you
games.
right here.
For who, me?
Yeah.
Who is that? Sign on.
That's my boy Aponte. What's up, bro?
Oh, whatever. There's more guys there's more perfect games than cycles, I believe. Like,
Is
it doesn't
there?
mean I think so.
See, I'll tell you
There's
what.
definitely no hitters. It may be close.
Oh,
It's
no hitters
Probably
is
no hitters.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah, no hitters. I doubt it.
It's
Perfect
no
game.
hitters.
Probably
Yeah.
no
It's
hitters.
no hitters. Yeah. It's no hitters. My bad. It's no hitters.
I mean,
But it
perfect
just
game is
doesn't-
special. It's special, but in April you don't
What is
take
it,
that
20?
chance.
I think there's only like 26 or 27.
20. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
And in April, though,
Man,
you just don't take that chance.
I'm just not taking a chance, especially if I'm their favorite to win the World Series. I'm not risking that. And if I'm him, I'm not risking it. I want another payday.
He's thinking this is his last year though.
Not if he has a good year, it ain't gonna be his last year.
Yeah, but if he's thinking that it's his last year, yeah, the cycle has been done 334 times.
Yeah, my bad. Okay, it's no
Golly,
hitters.
that's a
Yeah,
lot.
that's a lot. I ain't doing that, man. That's a lot.
that ain't even close.
That's a
But
lot.
I guess let's get back on some topics right here, man. We got Kyrie Irving gave the Celtics fans the finger.
Gave to Steve Austin.
Yo, let me ask you a question though. Like this is something that I like being in wrestling and shit. You know, I've been there, like where I've had motherfuckers come out their face sideways, say different kinds of shit. You know, racist shit.
Right.
You know, I've done told plenty of motherfuckers to eat a dick. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, yo, you can't be mad that mother and apparently they weren't even saying racist shit to the dude.
Okay.
No.
So listen what you just said. You done had motherfuckers come out their mouth and you told them to eat a dick.
Yeah.
So he was telling them to eat a dick.
However, I also ain't getting paid what that motherfucker's getting paid. And at the same time, I ain't going out in the middle of the floor stomping on their fucking logo.
$50,000 fine.
No, that's nothing to him. That's
his
change.
to him. So here's the thing, and Kyrie's different. Kyrie don't give a shit, bro. He stands on his shit, bro.
Let's go. If we talking about Kyrie, right? My man is supposed to be. Come on, man. Really, my man is supposed to be all zen, right?
That don't mean you take shit. That don't mean you take shit.
Hold on. You can't say that you want the world to be different and better, and then you out there telling people, "Come on," giving people the finger.
So you want the world? So because somebody want peace, they supposed to let somebody.
So you challenge it. So you challenge motherfuckers for telling you that you suck.
They come at him. So he's supposed to just say, "Oh, I'm good. You say what you want to." First of all, there's some personal there with Boston. Any other city, he probably doesn't do that. Right. But Boston, there's some personal there with Boston.
He fucked them the way he's pretty much fucked every team.
I agree. I'm not arguing for Kyrie the person, but I'm saying.
But my thing is,
in that instant, go ahead.
My thing is this: Boston has been known for being fucking racist and shit
without
like that
a doubt,
at the
one
players.
of the most fucking racist
However,
players ever been
when they asked him what was said, he came out and said, "Oh, they said I suck. They said this." It was nothing racist. And if it was something racist, I'm sure he would have said, Come on.
So it's
man.
got to be
Why you
something
call-
racist to respond.
Yeah, they got to be.
No.
Yeah,
But you're gonna be if you're going to do all of that.
It's personal, bro. I guarantee that's what it is. It's personal.
I don't know.
People get in
man.
their feelings, and he's human. People get in their feelings, and when you're human, some shit rub you in different places than it would. Like I said, if Cleveland would have did that, he probably would have been like, look at the scoreboard or whatever.
Mhm.
But in Boston, that was because they
Couldn't
blamed him.
say look at the scoreboard because
I
Then
mean,
they're
they got beat on the last buzzer shot,
Right.
you know. But at that time, they was winning. I think when all that was
Right.
going on. So
yeah.
it's just one of those things. I mean, it ain't so much that I agree because I feel what you're saying. You know, you can't react
Bro,
to everything that happens.
You're getting
It's
paid
right.
millions.
It don't matter.
of
It
See,
don't
that's
matter.
I hate
It don't
when
matter.
people say
It
that.
don't
shit about
matter.
the money.
But hold
Fuck
on.
the
matter.
money.
What about this?
What about what?
What about it?
We just had this about freaking Baez and these dudes giving the thumbs down.
That's their home
It
fans.
doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It's still a fan, bro.
No,
They can
it's totally
if they
different.
boo you. Oh, come on, man. I listen.
totally
I respect
different.
the fuck out of
It's-
somebody that's going to if it's on some shit where somebody's like, yo, you know, F you neighbor. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the next. Like,
Everybody has
talk
different
about
tolerance
your
labels.
kids, talk about this, that, and
Everybody-
the next.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask. So this is kind of, it's you'll give it on me in a minute, Kenny. What's worse, if being called a neighbor, a real neighbor, or a boy, or boy?
I mean, definitely neighbor is but here's the thing.
Oh.
Let me say this. It depends on the
I was gonna
context
say, on the
of the
context.
neighbor
No.
and who's saying it to me. I don't want, like you said, neighbor to me. Go ahead.
You get a 65-year-old white man said, "Hold on, come here, neighbor," or "Come here, boy." Which one's worse to you?
I mean, shit, I don't, man, both of them, especially when you're talking, you know, I'm from Tennessee, homeboy.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
know.
say.
So, because somebody asked me this a while ago, and I
Uh-huh.
said, "Boy, to me, it's far worse. Far worse."
But check this out. Go ahead. Why is both so worse?
Because saying the N-word, you're racist, but you're ignorant. Boy, you're saying that I'm beneath you in any way imaginable.
Well,
To me, that's worse. Hold on. So
But
I
if-
say
if
that.
it's
Hold
65 years
on. So if somebody calls me, F you neighbor, right? But then someone else says, F you, you pee, you vagina, blah, blah, blah. That to me is more personal. Because
I mean, I can
saying
feel
neighbor,
what I can feel
saying
what you're
neighbor is
trying-
just ignorant and just
I can
whatever.
I can feel where you're going because that B word to me, I'm like you. If motherfucker come out of the mouth with that B
What?
word, it's like you own some. Let's
Exactly.
get it.
Yeah. And that's
Let's
what I'm
get it.
saying with Kyrie. If somebody called a neighbor, whatever, I hear it all the time. But they called, and these are like courtside or second, third row. And they've been saying it the whole game. So he could have withstood it for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, right? And he did have the wherewithal to do it behind his head. So he wasn't like, no. He was just like that. And it got, and to Kenny's point earlier, everyone has their threshold. And if someone's calling you,
personal in Boston,
if someone's calling you a vagina, a P word, bitch, you bitch ass, blah, 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 say, yo, you know what?
But he also was telling them, come on, like he's trying to challenge them to fight.
I mean,
Then you get another situation that happened like in fucking the Malice at the Palace.
No,
that'll never happen again.
No, but that's kind of like, all right, come on. But the word thing is, it's like bulletin board material, right? You're going to yell at him, blah, blah, blah. All right, come on. All he's doing is energizing himself up and his teammates. And it's kind of like a keyboard warrior. You talk all this crap. Just because you buy a ticket, it does give you the right to degrade me as a man or a human being, right? And and they're only saying that because they know he's not going to go into the stands, right? And nothing's going to happen to him. They won't say that to his face in the street.
Listen, of course.
And that's probably where a lot of his frustration comes in at. You know what? And all he did was give him the finger. It's not like he went to a conference when in the press conferences said, you know, F Boston, F this white town, and da 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 da. He didn't go nuts. He gave a middle finger. Fuck what? And he's human.
No, listen, I hear you, but you can't be mad that motherfuckers are pissed off at you when you fuck them over originally.
He might not have been mad. He might not have been mad, homeboy. Maybe he just was like, okay, you give it, I give it. That's what it is.
And this isn't. Hold on, one more thing. This isn't his first time in Boston. This is his first time returning to Boston.
Exactly.
He's been there plenty of times.
Yeah,
so this could have been the breaking point. All right,
we're a couple of years removed from that shit.
Right.
That man had to deal with hearing everything he had to hear about the COVID shit and you're selfish.
The last time that he was there was the day that he wiped his feet on the Celtics logo.
Right.
So of course people are hot with him.
Oh,
so you can't be a heel and then get mad when people are calling you out.
You keep healing. That's what you do, and that's what he did.
Keep healing.
But when you're trying to get that heel, he
got it.
He got it.
But it's not the same. It's a different ball game when you're trying to be the heel and you're trying to get paid as the heel. When you're trying to be the heel and then you're gonna cry about shit.
What is he crying about?
He didn't cry about it. All he did was
he just when they talked to him, he told them
back
what it was.
Yeah,
he's not crying about it.
I know what it is, Kenny. I know what
it is, bro.
I know what it is. I know what it
is. Bring it out.
I got it.
Bring it out, man.
Chauncey doesn't like Kyrie because Kyrie played with LeBron.
Oh. What the fuck do I care about that?
So Kyrie's got the LeBron effect.
And he shitted on LeBron.
What do I care about that? I actually like the fact that he said fuck LeBron and when he bounced.
He did.
But why such?
No, hold on. I'm not mad. My whole thing is I feel like listen. You've been to Yankee Stadium, Mega.
Yeah.
Right. You done heard the shit that used to be said to some of these people.
I've seen it.
Yeah, you've been there. You've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't see motherfuckers out there trying to challenge motherfuckers to fights. You ain't see motherfuckers giving middle fingers to people.
But
everybody does shit.
And I'm talking about.
And here's the difference.
Yeah.
Hold on. How close are, aside from
I hear you. I hear you.
On deck circle. Yeah. How close are they?
You right there. You right there.
Kyrie probably made eye contact to 2 or 3 people the whole game who was saying it to his face, and he was probably like, "I ain't gonna say nothing." And they're probably, "Yo, you punk, whatever."
Pussy, saying fuck you.
Yeah, I'll see you after the game. Blah 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 blah. And he's like, "All right," and he just had enough of it. He probably knows exactly who said it.
In that situation, he damned if he do, damned if he don't.
Nobody's gonna say anything if he didn't do anything.
If he got,
you would have never heard anything about it.
If he walked into that damn press conference and pulled a Marshawn Lynch, I'm only here because I have to, so I don't get fined. They'd have been just as mad as if he'd have said what he said. Damned if he do, damned if he don't. I'm only here because I don't want to get fined. Next question. I'm only here because I don't want to get fined.
Nah, I hear you. I don't know. I feel like it's
I fuck with Kyrie, but I don't fuck with Kyrie. You know,
I was there at Yankee Stadium when Griffey was in center field, and the whole crowd was chanting, "Griffey takes it up the ass." Doo-dah, doo-dah. That was like the whole fucking crowd.
But check Griffey's personality.
Griffey was like, hey, you know what Griffey did?
Guy.
This is what Griffey did.
Griffey's not that. That's what I was just saying. He's not that guy, though.
Right. And what are you supposed to do against 2,000 people? This isn't like 2 or 3 people.
No, I hear what you're saying. You're
10 feet away from.
Yeah, up close and personal.
And then when has Griffey ever been confrontational? I mean, Kyrie has shown that, you know, he's a confrontational type dude. He's going to respond. Griffey, like you said, whatever. Yeah. I'm going to go hit this motherfucker 500 feet, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, I hear you.
And that's the bigger. Don't get it twisted. That's the way it should be handled. That's the bigger, more politically correct, and the bigger way to do it is let your actions on the field get in their face. But you got some people just like, I'm gonna give it to you on the court, and I've got that, and I got the edge to get at you.
Right.
You have to be a professional. Can't have soft thin skin. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Pop, at all. It's just different.
Yeah, I think
people, different stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he's could have had thick skin since he's left Boston and went back, which was 3-4 years ago. And it's like, you know what? I'm done. And this could have been the same dude or a couple of dudes who've been saying crap for the past 2 or 3 years.
They could have them regular old season tickets that you can't get season tickets over there, type of deal. So those guys done been there for however long. So yeah, you ain't wrong. I hear you, but at the same time, I just feel like it's one of them things like, fuck it. Be like, hey, when I hit this 3, I'm gonna be like,
exactly,
right.
But
and that's
Speaking of motherfuckers that are in their feelings right now, my bad. Speaking of dudes in their feelings right now, AJ Brown, Deebo Samuel, and Terry McLaurin. McLaurin, that's how you say it?
Yeah, McLaurin. Yeah.
I'm likely to sit out. I ain't mad at them. They trying to get paid. They seeing all these other cats getting that money.
So what they doing is,
who's the dude in Cleveland that just signed the big contract?
No, the
cornerback.
Tight end?
No, the cornerback.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. The
Denzel Ward.
Yeah.
$100 million. Damn,
120, right?
23 years old.
70.
Thing like 71 guaranteed.
71 guaranteed. Yeah.
So
here's my thing that I like.
My pa says he thinks the world is flat. So
he
he
said that. He definitely said it.
So here's the smart thing I love what these neighbors are doing, which they started this past offseason, is that don't hold out, because you hold out, you get fined. Go to training camp, go to offseason workouts, but don't participate. You can't get fined because you're in
attendance. You're in attendance.
But I ain't doing nothing. Smart. And I ain't mad. And I ain't mad at them. They want to get their money. You see all these wide receivers getting their money, and they're all number 1 receivers for the teams.
I mean, that Deebo Samuel. The other guys, I'm not sure. I heard their names, but Deebo Samuel, San Francisco is crazy.
Yeah, that dude needs to get paid.
They're crazy.
He was like their only dude.
Receiver, running back, cornerback. He was everything.
And he showed out in the playoffs for them.
Exactly. So they're crazy.
So AJ Brown is on the Titans.
He's on the Titans, right?
And they brought in Julio Jones, who didn't do squat.
Exactly.
So AJ Brown's like, give me my money.
Exactly.
Right. And Terry McLaurin's like, hey,
that's
the commander. You want me
to be a commander? He's a beast. Yeah.
That's a commander.
Yeah,
right.
He's a beast.
I want my money.
Yeah. Now I thought the name sounded familiar. He's a beast. Yeah, he's a beast.
So, I don't, they not.
I mean, you ready to go give this clown unproven? Well, did he already have a contract? The clown we picked up, the quarterback, or did we? Or we?
Carson Wentz?
No, you're taking on his money that he was already paid.
He
had
Eagles
a big contract.
Yeah, his Eagles contract.
Yeah, exactly. It was still big, but Terry McLaurin has proved himself over the last 2-3 years. I mean, balling
with mediocre quarterbacks.
Exactly.
So give him my money. I don't blame anybody.
Mad at him, man.
Especially in football, man. I ain't mad at anybody in football that's trying to get paid.
Yeah.
Especially when they're throwing money out. Like,
and there's
handing money out.
And there's always going to be a team that'll give you your money as a receiver, because they lack a receiver. Right.
Might need a receiver.
Yeah, that Deebo and Terry McLaurin, both of them teams is ignorant for even letting them even go to this.
Now, did you hear that Baker Mayfield didn't attend the workout?
I wouldn't either.
But
you know what they're going to do with Baker Mayfield? They're going to sit and say, do whatever you want to do, all the way up to the season. He might go to the season start or preseason and a quarterback get hurt and then somebody calls. Because they know ain't nobody taking that contract, which they're smart. And then they're like, we're not going to trade anything. So it's like, Eventually.
They gotta hang on to him at least until they find out what the deal is with any kind of suspensions or anything like that.
That has nothing to do with it. Because them other two quarterbacks, one of them, Baker's done. He will not put on.
You don't think they're gonna play him at all?
He's done with Cleveland.
That's over.
Done. They're waiting. They're waiting
for somebody to call.
For somebody to get hurt and pick up the phone.
Yep.
God forbid. I'm just throwing it
when
out
they picked
there.
up Brissett and
Jacoby Brissett
and Dobbs or something like that. So that's over, bro.
If whatever Josh Allen gets hurt in practice, the Bills will be calling on Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, something like that. He will not put on a Cleveland Browns uniform.
No.
Yeah, that's done.
They're gonna hang on to him until last week August.
They get whatever they can.
Then release it. Exactly.
Right. Or just keep him on a roster. Just don't.
Yeah, because it don't hurt them. They we got to pay him regardless. Because now if they trade him, the other team is going to say, "You're going to pay us that salary for him." So they're like,
"Yep,
oh well."
Inactive. He's inactive for every game.
Yep.
Until somebody will get hurt. Somebody always gets hurt.
He'll play. Somebody give him another chance.
So somebody is going to trade for him this year.
The best thing he can do is just shut his damn mouth.
Shut his mouth.
Quit doing podcasts, because that's one of the things that was a knock on him, is he's childish and is not a leader.
Your mouth, man.
Shut your damn mouth and just wait, and then get on the team and let your actions do the talking on the field. I know that's kind of all of his career. That's been like his thing. He talked at Oklahoma. He talked, when the first coach benched him and he finally got to play, and he played all right. So he's a talker, but right now he's not in position to say a damn word.
Yeah, just keep your mouth shut. Just keep your mouth shut, because you don't want to make yourself look bad for a team who's thinking about trading you, or if a quarterback gets hurt, like, nah. Like, just say for example,
I'm interested, but now he's running his fucking mouth.
Shut the hell up, bro.
Shut up, dude.
Yeah.
Right. You just hurt yourself at this point. Just shut up.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. Our next topic is Earl Spence.
Brutal fight.
Oof.
I unfortunately I missed it. I forgot all about the damn
that
fight.
Was brutal, bro.
I even forgot. I was struggling with the UFC fights this weekend.
I watched the main event in that too, the Bilal Muhammad and the Luque fight. It was a pretty good fight.
I was struggling to stay up, man.
But that Earl Spence thing was brutal, man. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Terrence Crawford fan and been from day one, and it really still doesn't change my opinion because styles make fights, and Terrence Crawford will not go stand in the middle of the damn ring like Ugas did, and say hit me, and I'm gonna wait to counter punch you. Right. Now with Earl, it's boxing. Where Earl still hit him and whatever, but Terrence is a whole different animal than Ugas, and that what makes that fight so intriguing, because
styles make fights, man. I love that.
Because Earl Spence, I was watching some stuff, and Earl Spence has knocked out everybody or TKO or finished everybody but Sean Porter in all of his championship fights. But Terrence Crawford has knocked everybody out at welterweight. He's 9-0 at welterweight, all knockouts. So it just makes for a.
Is that where they're hoping to meet up next?
Both of them have said, let's do it. First, Earl Spence was on some, like a year or so ago, cross the street stuff, and you're going to have to take a 60-40. Now Earl's like, no, this is the fight for boxing. We're going to fight. And then Terrence Crawford being asked him for the fight. So now they're saying by the end of this year, we should get that fight. And if we do, bro, that's Hagler, Hearns, Ali.
Okay.
It's that kind of fight. Yeah.
That kind of fight.
Ali, Joe Frazier. It's that kind of fight, bro. It's the
that I would actually that I may actually consider paying for or going somewhere to watch it for sure.
Yeah. That's the biggest
Let's hang
fight.
out, Mega. We could go live from Hooters.
Go live from Hooters, or that
would be a big fight. But the thing about Earl, and I know we kind of time constricted, but the thing about Earl comes down for like almost 200 pounds. They say he gets that high up to 147, bro. He's a solid muscle.
Crazy.
Exactly. He's a
Crazy,
solid muscle. So you cannot stand in front of Earl Spence like you guys did and not expect to have your orbital bone broke, and they said possibly a broken rib and possibly a broken nose. You cannot take that many punches from Earl Spence at that weight class and think you're going to survive. And you guys could fight, but he just wrong tactics. It just that style was horrible for him.
Yeah.
Well, I know. Speaking of boxing, we got your boys, Paul brothers. They're talking about joining Bellator.
I ain't mad at him. I mean,
I ain't mad at him. Yeah,
get your money. I mean, I truly think once, especially Jake, once Jake fights somebody, and Jake is the better fighter of the two.
Yeah.
But Jake has been fighting littler guys. I mean, these guys.
These guys are tiny compared.
Yeah. Tiny. So once Jake steps into the ring, especially if he fights a Bellator guy, and even if it's the bottom of the roster guy, he steps into the ring with somebody his size in Bellator, you're gonna see a whole different world.
You done saw the way MMA handled cats like freaking Lights Out Tony, freaking CM Punk thought he can go into that world, you know?
Right? Yeah.
I mean, even with Bobby Lashley. I mean,
Well, Lashley did.
Yeah, he did
good.
Gave
a lot of cans though. They
picked his stuff to his advantage. He can wrestle his ass off.
Yeah, they gave him a lot. You
go in there and start striking against a seasoned striker, that changes the guy. I think the one he did lose before he didn't go back was a striker, and they just ground and pounded his ass. And
that was what they did with Kimbo. Remember, freaking. They were giving him stand-up guys until
of course,
they gave him
exactly until you get him built up. You know, I mean, I don't know if you guys watched Batista only. It was horrible. That guy hands is horrible. That guy hands is horrible.
He looked like
he was fighting this big old
in any fight.
Yeah, I could see when they said him and Booker T fought. I could see why they say Booker T gave him the business, because that dude hands ain't worth shit, bro. I mean, you can see his punches from a mile. Even Brock wasn't a bit, but Brock was just so damn strong.
He was strong.
He could ground and pound, get you to the ground and ground. But stand up, bro. Them guys, it's a different world, bro.
I think the best punch Brock landed throughout his whole career was when he punched Keith Herring with that straight right and made him do a back roll.
Yeah. Brock was strong. I mean, somebody like that land a punch, but once you step up to seasoned guys, it's a different world.
You know, I think the Bellator is smart if they decide to do anything with the Paul brothers, because those dudes bring eyes.
Oh, they bring money.
But
I mean,
they've
millions of followers, bro.
They've brought a lot of eyes back to boxing, because boxing was, a lot of people were feeling like boxing is a dying sport.
It was dying because we're just now getting fights that mean something.
That means something, right?
For so long.
But you get these two clowns coming in and all of a sudden they're getting hella buys. And then the other thing is they're also getting people paid. You know, so I'm not mad at them, man.
With the MMA thing, I like that they went at Dana White ass.
They got that girl on coming up on one of their cards that they got.
Yeah.
She's been paid. I think they said her last fight, she got like $9,000 for her fight.
Yeah, crazy.
And
money.
now she's looking at 7 figures.
I mean, bro, if you'll go look at UFC, what guys are getting paid outside of maybe top 3. I mean, these guys is getting $10,000, $12,000
after a win.
That Patty guy that's so popular right now. I seen an interview with him, and he was like, I wish I made 6 digits. I made $12,000 and then got $12,000 for the win. He was like
$12,000 to show, $12,000 for the win.
Exactly.
Then he got the fight bonus that was like
so he was like
$60,000 or whatever.
Yeah, he was like, it ain't nothing like you guys think,
But speaking of people getting paid, Derek Carr, 3-year, $121 million extension. He hasn't proven shit to me.
Well, and I was going to say the same thing. He's so damn. He could come out one game and give you 4 touchdowns the next game, and I damn won't throw over 100 yards.
Right.
But I guess it's one of those things. Well, one of those
Mhm.
things with them, they're saying we've gave him some receivers,
Mm-hmm.
and we know what we got. We don't have to guess.
Right.
So maybe
Know what we got.
what they've seen is like, okay, now that we added receivers, we feel he can do his thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Definitely. I feel like he hasn't showed me anything.
Nah,
But
no,
right
doesn't,
now,
but-
man, it's look at we spoke about this a couple times already. Buddy in Minnesota,
I'll say Kirk. I was like
Kirk
to say
Cousins-
Kirk
man,
Cousins
Kirk
getting
Kirk
Cousins,
paid.
Cousins done been paid
That's-
a bunch of times.
that's the
and,
rob-
and he ain't
Guaranteed
show us
money,
a
too.
damn thing.
that's the
Guaranteed
rob the
money,
bank
too.
dude right there. That's the
For
rob
real.
the bank
He
dude.
ain't
Because I
showed
think
us
the
a
last 2
damn
years with
thing.
us, when we what do you call it? That F word that you do.
Franchise
When they
tag.
flipped, it was $25 million or $24
Yeah,
million
yeah.
2 times in a row.
Yeah.
Then he got $80 million guaranteed. And then they just come back
Guaranteed.
and gave him another something
Yeah, 100
guaranteed
and
again.
something
Yep.
guaranteed.
And this
Yep.
dude has he got past the first round of the playoffs?
Nope.
Good night.
Oh, we got Pierce Austin in the building.
Oh,
What's
look at
up,
this.
brother?
What's up, Weber?
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
it's
shit.
crazy.
Hey, don't say that word, Pierce.
Hey, watch it.
Yeah, you must not have heard our discussion.
Yeah, he must not have been tuning in earlier.
Yeah. Not the boy word.
Oh man, thanks for tuning in, Pierce, bro. We appreciate it. But yeah, man, let's get into some shooter work. Derek Carr is the top 10 QB. I would have to like look at all of the QBs.
Yeah, I would have to look. But I mean, let's just start naming them. Okay,
On the surface, it's a
is
work.
it better?
He might be 10.
Is
He
he
might be
better than
10.
Tom? Is he better than Tom Brady?
Hell no.
Is he better than Aaron Rodgers?
No.
Is he better than the Bengals quarterback?
Nope.
Is he better than the Chargers quarterback?
Nope.
Nope.
Is he better than Russell Wilson?
Nope.
Is he better than Deshaun Watson?
Nope.
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 Okay, let's
Patrick Mahomes.
Is he better than
Mahomes,
Patrick Mahomes?
Nope.
Is he better than Josh Allen?
Nope.
No. We're at 8 right now.
That's
What
8.
else we
Okay.
got?
And that's off top of the dome.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all,
I'm trying to think,
exactly. That's just off top of the
who
dome.
the hell else is out there?
So he is-
Jackson.
Is he better than Dak Prescott?
He ain't better than Jackson.
DeMar Jackson. Nope.
That's
Nope.
9.
Is he better than Dak Prescott?
Oof.
So you,
I don't
you
know.
it's kinda-
Hold
it's
on.
kinda
Hold
one
on.
of these.
Hold on.
He
With
might be.
Jackson.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
I'd say
I don't know.
I'd say he might be 10. It maybe. And this is off the top of the head.
It's on
right?
top of the head.
Yeah,
Trying to
we
think
ain't
who
even
all
like
else is
looking
out
at it.
there.
So is he better than the Titans quarterback?
Oh yeah, he's better than
Yes.
Tannehill.
Okay,
Yes.
and that's what I'm trying
Yeah.
to do. Give some up in
Right.
it. So and he's better than our Carson Wentz. He's better than Sam
Danny
Darnold.
Dimes.
He's
better
better than Sam Darnold. He's better than. Is he better than Jameis Winston?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say he's more proven.
Is he
than
better
Jameis.
than Matt Ryan? Is he better than the Rams quarterback now?
Oh
Nope.
no, he ain't better.
Nope.
Yeah, there we go. He's
Stafford.
back at the top 10.
There's 10 right there.
Yep.
There we go. Yeah,
There's
there-
10 right there. That's actually, if Matt Ryan or
yeah. Matt Ryan,
Derek Carr,
Dak,
like for 1 year for this year, I don't know.
Matt Ryan, Dak. Those guys, I feel like are all like
All
tier
together.
2,
Kind of grouped together.
tier
grouped
2
together,
guys.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then you got no tier like my quarterback, no tier.
No, he makes you guys shed tears.
Yeah, exactly. Him and the Giants quarterback and them guys.
Exactly.
You know.
Derek Carr, that's a work. I
Yeah.
feel you.
Yeah, no
Mhm.
doubt.
Oh man, yeah. Hey, but you know what? At least that was pretty good. That was a good. That was a good one because I know he's like.
He's
right
good,
there,
yeah.
right there, right
I mean,
there,
maybe he'll
but not
prove it
there.
this year. Is he
Like
better than
11
Kirk
plus?
Cousins?
I'd say that that's tier 2. Kirk
Yeah,
Cousins is tier 2.
exactly.
He's
So,
middle of the pack,
Yeah,
probably upper middle of the pack
Yeah.
quarterback.
Yeah,
no doubt, no doubt.
I would rather. I think
Mhm.
I'd rather have him than Kirk Cousins, though.
Probably.
Would you rather have him or Jimmy G?
Man, Jimmy G knows how to manage a game, but I feel like Carr will
Win a game
hit
for
those
you?
receivers. Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
He can win a game.
Oh no,
can
he has
take
a nice
game over,
arm without a doubt.
He can
Definitely
take a
has
game
nice
over.
arm.
Mm.
You know. So, what about Tiger Woods? Is an elite athlete.
golf player elite.
I put this in there for a reason.
But let me tell you this
is a
though.
hot topic.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Would-
Let me preface one thing. Not a golfer, but Tiger Woods specifically.
I mean, he's in shape. I mean, you can look at in his prime.
In his prime,
you can see he worked out and he was in. You know, I mean, at one time they said he was, he was gassing it one time. Remember, they tried to say he was on the gas.
Straight on the gas. Him and Triple H are like this. Don't
now my take on it.
Kenny, what you say?
I don't know
They
because I
don't
was
even carry
curious.
their bag, bro.
To say, is Mike Tyson an elite athlete?
Yeah.
Okay, if you gave Mike Tyson a basketball or football or anything else, he would fall over his feet. But in the boxing ring, he'll destroy your ass. But like, if you ever seen Mike Tyson, because I've seen him do like his rhythm and whatever outside of boxing is horrible. So
it's horrible. Yeah,
he is a great boxer. But when you say athlete, the first thing you think about is
there you go with a good. That's a good question. What do you consider?
That is a good question, Carmelin. Right. That is a good question. I don't know. I mean, he's a great golfer. I mean, athlete.
Yeah, he's probably the best, right?
Yeah, right. Athlete. I mean, yeah, he's definitely in the conversation without.
So I was watching what do you call it?
These motherfuckers they take a damn golf cart.
Yeah, but I was watching Kershaw, J. Will, and Max one day
carrying their bag,
and they were beefing about this for like the whole show, and it was interesting. So Kershaw and J. Will were like, "Yes, it's not even a question," and Max was like, "No, he's not." He's like, "How?" Like, and then he was on some neighbor stuff, which is but it's true on some slave stuff. Like, how high can he jump? How fast can he run? I don't know, right? Listen. And then they were saying Kershaw was like, "The guy shouldn't even be walking." And
they did say
and he's in the Masters.
He almost got his leg amputated.
That's true. And that last car wreck was horrible, and it's not counting all the back surgeries, and so
So I thought it was an interesting debate.
Yeah, they're definitely interesting.
Says he's a sex addict. He may have stamina.
Well, he definitely got some stamina. I mean, just ask the damn Perkins girls and Waffle House girls.
I don't know, man. It's like one of them things, though, right? Like I've been hooked on this. I don't know if you guys seen this shit. It's called Drive to Survive on Netflix. It's a Formula One show, and it's like one of them things. Like, are these race car drivers athletes?
Yeah, NASCAR. They ask, are NASCAR guys athletes?
You know, it's right. Like,
Actually, I was talking to my girl. I was talking to my girl one day about this for like an hour. This and another topic we're going to get into. And I'm like, I
don't know, man.
I don't. Are they athletes? Are they? Are they athletes?
They're elite. Like Tiger Woods is elite at golf,
right? But I would consider him an elite athlete for what he's been through and what he's doing now. But for a race car driver, there's this between, in my opinion, between an athlete and being in shape. Those are two different things, in my opinion. And I think, NASCAR drivers, some may be in shape. Are they athletes? I don't know. If you ask a NASCAR fan, they'll argue to death.
Yeah, they do. They got
without a doubt. Even NASCAR.
Shape.
Yeah.
So that was the argument that my girl was saying, that they have to go through serious training. And then so hold on. So one caller called in with Max, Keyshawn, and Jay Will, right? And they said, well, you got to train. So then a female called in and she goes, I'm a triathlete, right? And she goes, I'm also a mom. And this is where she lost me. But she said that she had to train just as hard to give birth than she did to compete for a triathlon.
A triathlon?
Yeah. So here's her thing was the training aspect. And that's why.
Maybe so.
And I'm like, I'm not in a position to dispute that.
Yeah,
but on rip, I would say no.
Yeah. Tiger Woods. He was in that. He was in that
Hold
league.
on, Pops. We got one neighbor in there, Pop. We got one neighbor in there, Pop.
It was like Tiger and the rest.
Yeah.
It's one of them things like elite athlete in golf. Yeah, sure. But like I feel like you can't
I-
really say that he's not, because can you fucking hit a golf ball?
Well, not even
Like,
that. Can you go what he's been
can you
through
be
and then come back?
accurate? Yeah,
That's my thing.
Yeah, it's
mean,
one of them things. Like,
And golf is a whole lot harder than people think it is.
Oh,
Believe me, that shit ain't no.
Mhm.
listen,
It's
I
definitely
can
a
drive the fuck
skill.
out
You
the ball, but
you
I
definitely have
can't
to be
can't aim it.
skilled. Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
aim it to
Definitely have
save
to
my
be
life.
skilled.
I'll drive the fuck out of it, but I can't aim it.
Yeah,
I go
but
up there, I
Backspin,
swing that bitch like Happy Gilmore.
Right.
and
But-
backspin and
Yeah.
topping and
But the
Did
other
you see
argument
that?
is, hold on. The other argument
hold-
is, if you do it for 10 years, you'll be a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't wrestle, if we didn't wrestle, but instead we played golf for 15, 20 years.
Well, they say not Aaron Judge. Aaron Hicks is like a freaking amazing golfer.
I think Stephen Curry is too.
Steph Curry is too. Yeah.
Steph Curry is too.
Yeah.
He's out there. Aaron Hicks is like engaged to Tiger Woods' niece or some shit. He be out there training with Tiger, so maybe he needs to fucking leave baseball. And
I
go
mean, it is
play
one
golf.
of those things, man. That's probably a question that you'll get arguments from both sides.
Yeah,
both sides of the spectrum every time.
Yeah.
At the same time, right? Like wrestlers.
I was
How
just
many
gonna bring that
wrestlers
up. Right.
do we know that are fucking horrible, but they're considered wrestlers?
Yeah.
Are they considered? Would you think they're an athlete?
Certain ones, yeah.
Well, yeah, but not
Yeah.
everybody that's a wrestler is an athlete, right?
No, without a doubt. Hulk Hogan
So-
definitely wasn't a damn athlete.
No.
It's one of them things.
Yeah.
I
mean, that's.
I feel like each, but
It's-
yeah,
I think you adapt to what
You
you're doing, and you can become elite at adapting to what you're competing in.
right.
But overall, or so then you go to where overall,
Mhm.
are you an athlete? But it is his profession that he chose. He's elite.
Yeah.
He's an elite athlete in his profession.
Mhm.
yeah. Like, would I say Tiger Woods is a baseball? Probably not.
But in his profession, he is an
But
elite athlete.
yeah, but can half of the motherfuckers in the MLB put up numbers like Tiger could on the golf course? Probably not. So,
Or could they run as fast as him? Could they bench press as much as him? Could they jump as high as him?
Yeah.
as Tiger, I don't know. I'm feeling most baseball players or football players could probably.
Well, football definitely football, but in his prime, in his prime when Tiger was doing his thing, dude, up under them damn red shirts, man, and shit.
For real.
He was in shape, bro.
For real, yeah.
Tiger was in shape in his
Yeah.
prime. They had him on the Victor Conte watch, bro.
Yep.
Yeah,
He was definitely on the gas.
yeah. I'd say depends on the definition, but yeah,
I'd
I'd
Yeah,
say
no doubt.
yeah.
No
he is
doubt.
elite. He's an elite golfer.
Exactly. He's an elite athlete at his sport.
Yeah, I hear you, pops. I
Yeah.
can
Can't argue.
listen,
I ain't
man.
gonna argue that. Yeah.
Women carrying around it, like I pick up my daughter for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh my god, she's heavy. So, our next one, the Packers will add another wide receiver other than Sammy Watkins.
Where are they at in the draft?
They are in the 20s. They got two picks.
Yeah,
In the 20s.
they'll draft.
There's a
They'll
wide
definitely
receiver
draft
heavy
one.
draft class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll definitely draft one without a
You
doubt.
think they'll pick one up other than a draft?
You mean through free agency?
I
Through
think
free
it
agency or
depends. I think
trade.
it depends on what happens in the draft.
Okay. How
Okay.
about that?
What about trading one of their picks for somebody?
I mean, I think if it's the right
Yeah, if it's a
thing and
decent pick,
they
but
talk
they don't
to
want to
Ed-
spend. They can't really spend too much money. So
Yeah,
if they have a
if they
nice
get
contract.
if they get with Aaron Rodgers and there's somebody out there that he says, yeah, that's going to fit their shit along with Sammy, yeah, I think they could, especially if they got two, they could trade one. But I personally, I think with the draft being so receiver heavy and so many 4.3s and under runners,
Yeah, there's a lot of fast cats.
yeah,
so,
it was. I watched the 50 or whatever they running. That shit was crazy.
Yeah,
You know.
it's crazy. Yeah.
So 40 to 40. I watched them guys
The
run
40,
the 40.
yeah.
So yeah, man. So they may just say, hey, we'll take our chances at the draft.
Yeah, definitely, man. We got a couple extra topics. we got Denzel Ward signed a 5-year, $100 million deal
for him.
with
for
71 guaranteed.
Yeah,
Get
good
your-
for him.
Everybody's
money.
getting paid, bro.
Get
Motherfuckers
your
getting
money.
paid.
You're out there playing at a car wreck, actual car wreck. Every time you run into somebody, get your money, bro. You're not promised another down. Get your money.
Yeah,
Now,
I mean, I don't know if I'd have spent that money on him for a cornerback, but especially in that
Guaranteed
division.
money.
But
I ain't mad at him. Get your money.
Get your money. Yeah, get your money.
Really.
Real.
If golf is golf a
Put that in
sport,
there. That's
yeah, I
my
know.
comment.
I was gonna throw that in there earlier, but if you can play in the library, it's not a sport. But then again,
Do you think golf is a sport?
yeah, it's its own sport.
It's a skill. It's definitely a skill. I don't.
But you can.
What do you call?
With tennis, you can't even.
I think
the motherfuckers don't want you making noise at a tennis match.
Yeah,
you know?
I think it's a game.
I hear you.
I was like with my girl about this for a while, and she kind of
it's-
convinced me, but I think it's a game.
It's definitely a game. Yeah.
And my biggest reason is there's no one. My biggest argument for it being a game and a sport is there's no one trying to stop you or prevent you from accomplishing your goal. It's just.
Well, I don't know. I thought I was gonna say. I thought I sent it to you, but I didn't see it in the little chat. There was a dude that hit the ball. It got stuck in the tree, and my man hit it from the tree and got it onto the green almost right there, like right next to the hole. I was like, damn, that's a crazy ass.
Them guys,
that's skill as hell.
Some amazing stuff can happen with golf without a doubt.
Yeah,
them guys can do with a golf ball is amazing.
Let me tell you, I'm a hell of a mini golfer though. So
yeah,
clown mouth all day, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The last one that we have. Oh man, we also got a fan question too. But man, did you see Hunter Green? 39 pitches at 100 plus miles.
Strong neighbor.
My man was throwing that fire.
Gas.
He got to work on that on his accuracy. But you know what?
I mean, at 100, you're going to have to work on
that's
your
the most pitches ever thrown at 100 or more.
But that goes back into what I said. That's to your advantage.
Yeah.
When I used to come in, and me and my coach talked about this. When I used to come in, he'd tell me, he would be like, big guy, your first warm-up pitch, throw it over the catcher's head and hit the backstop. Because I threw about 92. So, and you grunting, and I'd be done warmed up. And I was a big guy. And I was about 240 in college because I went back to college after the military. And I'd go out there and I'd grunt, be sweating. And first pitch, I'd make sure I threw it over the damn catcher's head and it hit that damn cage and rattle off, and them guys jump.
Everybody looked like, this big motherfucker can't even be.
Exactly.
We got Rick Vaughn out here on the mound. Exactly. We got Black Rick Vaughn throwing the ball out here.
So it's part of it, man. It is part of it.
Carmelate says, do you consider gymnastics a sport, Megu?
No.
Nope.
I think they're athletes, though.
It's a competition.
No one on the mat stopping them.
It's a competition. It's not a sport. It's a competition.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
It's definitely skill.
There's no, it's it's not a sport. It's a competition.
Yeah, definitely skill.
Shit, hold on. Let's see what we got.
Fan question.
Damn.
Damn, bro. How is that a sport?
Get the F out of here, Mega.
How is that a sport?
Well, tell us how you really feel, young lady.
Yeah.
Well, we got a fan question right
First
here.
day.
Facebook fan questions. Hey guys, if y'all have any questions, feel free to shoot us a message on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything. You know what I'm saying? If you want it to be thrown on there. This one came from Dimitri Moore. He said he knows in basketball the answer is no. But in baseball and football, can you be considered a GOAT without winning a championship?
First of all, in my humble opinion, we throw around the word GOAT or the acronym GOAT far too much. There's only one GOAT. It's great test of all time, not greatest is of all time. There's only one.
Yeah.
And
you talking about one in each sport or one period?
One in each sport. You can't be 15 GOATs.
No, I hear you.
And the GOAT in each sport has won a championship.
Can they be
In my
surpassed?
opinion.
Can they be surpassed?
Tom Brady, no. Well, yes, anything's possible.
Okay.
Because if this was 1990, we'd have thought that Joe Montana was the greatest ever, and Tom Brady blew his ass out the water. I'm not going into the Jordan LeBron thing for argument's sake.
Man, thank you
for argument's sake.
Question.
You know, I know you said basketball, but you know, Jordan, you know, the GOAT, whatever. I mean, the thing, in my opinion, I don't know. Brady. Probably the only sport you could say there's multiple GOATs in is baseball.
Yeah,
because you got a pitcher and a batter. You got a starter, relief pitcher, and a batter.
And then you can have the greatest first baseman, the greatest second baseman. So right. I feel like baseball is probably the sport that you can have more than one.
So you don't think you can have since you broke it down position? Other sports can't be broke down by position like that.
I wouldn't do position personally.
Yeah,
I feel like
I would just do pitching and batter because it's basically offense and defense. Like you can't.
Can't do the first base outfielder thing like that.
And I'd rather have Tom Brady than Deion, like 7 times out of 7 days out the week. He just broke all the molds. Tom Brady. With his longevity and how well he's played. Yeah, that's why he used to go.
Exactly.
It's not even close.
Exactly.
You know, I would probably oh God. I mean, baseball, you could probably argue
it's tough, man. Baseball's a tough
Babe Ruth. I don't want to hear the Babe Ruth now. I just don't, right? But you could probably argue Nolan Ryan.
As a pitcher,
he was dominant in his 40s. Like
all the way up to his 40s, yeah. Good argument. Damn good argument.
And he won with the 69 Mets, I believe, if memory serves me right. But he didn't win outside of that. I
don't know. It's one of them things, man. Like, I kind of see what you're saying though. Like, offense and defense. Like, pitcher batter. Because a pitcher can change everything. I don't think we'll ever see pitchers anywhere near the caliber of a Nolan Ryan. Like, dudes back in the day pitched with who the fuck knows what's wrong with their arms. They pitched on 3 days rest, throwing out 200 pitches in a game. Mm-hmm. You know, there wasn't really relievers back in the day.
Right.
You know, these dudes would go out and pitch.
And the sad part is when the Negro Leagues, you know, wasn't accepted into it, and you had the Josh Gibsons and Satchel Pages that came and actually played in the major league. They said that he's around 50 years old when they finally let late 40s, 50 years old before they finally let him in, and said Josh Gibson, you know,
he's the Black Babe Ruth, right?
Yeah, hit all the home runs.
But everybody says Babe Ruth was black. So, you know.
Babe Ruth was black. I don't care. Nobody says.
Was he?
Motherfucker nose is like this. Babe Ruth was black. Babe Ruth was black. He's a part of I don't care what nobody says.
So what's the name of the movie? Richard Pryor, something in the Barnstormers, that Negro League baseball movie. Y'all might not have seen it. Bingo Long Traveling All-Star.
Oh, Bingo Long Traveling All-Star.
When they tried to fake like one of them, when Richard said, I'm Indian today, then he was Indian, and then he was Puerto Rican, slicking his hair back.
Hold on, Chong. Hold on. Okay, Chong. Because I want to ask her a question. Because you missed, got that one. You asked that one.
Do I think Boone gives Stanton and Judge too many days off? Yes and no, because they're getting if they play 30 less games out of the year, right? But they're actually playing 150 games, 140 something games. It's better than running them out there every day and then they're missing the season. Or half the season. Like Judge only played 20 games in the shortened season, you know. Like, these guys. Me and Louis always had this thing, right? That we called them million peas. You know what I'm saying? Like these
Right.
dudes, like when you look at it, right? It's like these guys get paid millions of dollars,
Money
and they
cannot be the aspect, though.
no.
Well,
But
this is-
what I'm talking about is you're getting paid millions of dollars. You get a dude with a blister. He can't play for 2 weeks. Like
No, it's
the
a
crazy,
picture.
the
That's
craziest thing to
unless
me though.
it's
Hold
a
on, no,
picture.
not just pictures. But what I mean is like the craziest thing is like everybody's in an uproar, right? That Judge wants 30 million.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he wants over 30 million because they offered him 30.5.
Right.
Meanwhile, Garrett Cole is getting 36. He plays 30 games if we're lucky.
You ain't gonna win this argument. No.
Listen,
There's a difference.
Listen, no, there is. However, when you got a dude like, you know, Judge isn't a factor to me because he doesn't play every day. But like when you got a dude that goes out there every single day, can change a game every single day, has an effect on a game every single day, whether it's defense, whether it's his bat, he can change a game every day.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett Cole's getting paid $36 million. He's over here starting the game talking about I can't throw more than 60 pitches.
Because if he throws 80, he's going to be on the DL in August and done for the season.
I understand that, but why wasn't he in as good a shape as Max Scherzer is? Throwing 85 in his day one.
He's built differently. I mean, I can't.
Like he said he didn't have enough training time.
Why
the fuck weren't you training? Yeah. You could have been training.
I can't.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, you have $36 million. You got $300 million.
Mm-hmm.
You could have had I know the Yankees can't be involved in your training, but you could have went and got your like Tom Brady, your TB12 fucking dude that's like your guru that help you make sure that when the season starts, because you knew the season was going to end up having a shortened spring training, you could have been on par with Max Scherzer, who was out there negotiating and still training.
Right. No, I'm not going to disagree with that.
And the Yankees on this bullshit where all their guys can't throw more than 60 pitches for their first start. Meanwhile, if you look at half of the league was throwing 75 pitches. Half the league, there was at least 9-10 starters that went 7 innings, throwing 60 and throwing 75, 80 pitches.
Right.
It wasn't like, why are we babying people? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is this dude not prepared? Why was he not prepared? You know what I mean? Like,
I've thought that for years.
So that's my take on it. But yeah, I feel like when you have a dude like Stanton that's out there, it's been proven that when he's had injuries, and Judge too, if you give him a day off here and there or give him a rest day as a DH here and there, and it saves him from going on to IL and missing significant time, I'm not mad at it.
But how can you? One, Mike Stanton is pretty much the full-time DH. Your ass is playing every day.
Well, you see,
I don't want to hear it. You're playing every day.
Hold on, but it's been proven when he actually plays in the field, he hits better. So why are they not running him out there? Because they're concerned about his health, right? Mm-hmm. So because he played at an all-star level in the outfield before he came to New York.
Right.
But then they got in this idea that they were nervous because he's making so much money that they didn't want him to break down. Mm-hmm. But then he starts breaking down because he's not playing.
Right. He should be playing left field every day. If you're on the
field and you're running and you're getting your stretch, your normal stretch.
That's what I was going to say. The cold and hot, and then as hard as he swings, the torque that is generated from coming off the bench cold and generating that kind of torque, it's more easier to pull something than it is, like you said, playing the field and staying loose.
And you know what? Like, he's not a dude that's out there. I'm not going to say he's a dude that's out there, you know, busting it down the line, but he's not a dude that's slow rolling the first base either.
Yeah,
you know. So I respect that. You know, like You just played like trash opening this game. Listen, it's gonna happen. Like these guys, a lot of them didn't like I said, a lot of these guys didn't get the normal amount of training that they did, which is silly to me because you're gonna have to play.
Oh yeah, without a
You
doubt.
should have been ready to go.
Well, the advantage in the situation in the short set definitely goes towards the pitcher because he's going to throw 95, 98, whatever, or his breaking ball, or to where timing and all that comes in with hitting. So definitely it'll take the hitters more to catch on than it will the pitchers.
Yeah. And if to answer our question, if I was the Yankees, you want $35-40 million a year, you're playing every day.
Oh, listen, I feel that way.
And if your ass breaks down, guess what? Now you're going to get $28 million a day.
When I told your boy Chris Carlin that, he said that you can't do that. But I see, my thing is the Yankees are running this stupid fucking sitting somebody every day. They sat Gallo. He finally gets a 3-hit game, and then they sit him down the following day because it was a schedule off day.
Stupid. Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, and that's why the Yankees ain't gonna do anything because they listen to these damn analytics people, these damn $50,000 a year fucking brainiacs who were a bitch in high school and are just smart, and they're gonna listen. And you're gonna listen to a room full of analytics people, as opposed to your manager who's day in day out with the guy, who knows if he had a bad dream, or he was arguing with his kid or his girl, or his stomach was hurting or whatever the reason. You're gonna sit, maybe he's facing a guy and the guy took his girl, so he's gonna hit 5 for 5. Oh, it's a scheduled rest day. So what?
But my thing is also, if
it's so stupid.
If finally Gleyber Torres starts hitting, why the fuck are you going to sit him? Oh, well, tomorrow's his off day. No, let him continue on with his. He's getting hot. Let him play. Like, I feel like DJ LeMahieu should never sit. The dude is freaking. He's a hit machine. But they.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hey, we need to get Gleyber in there. Mm-hmm. He's a Gold Glove second baseman. Gleyber should be sitting.
Tell you, the Yankees aren't going to win.
They got to figure out something because they look like trash and losing game 2 out of 3 to Baltimore, when last year you missed out on having a home game by 1 game,
and this is where
and they lost 8 last year to Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at Tampa Bay won out of the 19 games that they played versus Baltimore, they won 17 last year. That makes that's the whole difference right there.
Hold on.
The Red Sox won, I think, 14 out of them. Oh, here we go. Yeah. What's your opinion on saying it's early in the season the new players should be playing? I do. I feel like they should be working hard no matter what. I hate the days off. When you look at other teams, a lot of these teams don't do the same thing that these Yankees are doing.
Yeah.
So
I don't think they can play their best all the time. I think they can and should give their best effort all the time. Yeah. But sometimes some guys just can't play in cold weather. And April in the north, it's a
bitch to hit that damn ball. Dude, that vibration in your hands on a cold day. Woo!
And some people it just takes them a minute to get going. That's why some guys in spring training hate spring training. I just want to get going, and other guys need it because they got to get their reps in.
Yeah.
And if they don't throw 20 innings in spring training or get 100 ABs, they just haven't warmed up yet. So, and baseball, every sport has their thing, but I think baseball is the one sport where that's just where I said where the creatures of habit, and it just takes time.
Look at Cole. Cole was upset that opening day was delayed by 4 minutes, and he said that threw him off because he's used to being out there by this time. He's throwing his first pitch.
Yeah, well, pitchers, being an ex-pitcher, pitchers is the weirdest shit. I mean, don't nobody get around you. They leave you alone. Mm-hmm. They let you do your thing because you have to.
Right.
Yeah, you have to go. You have to. You got a mindset. Now, everybody not like that, but a lot of pitchers have different shit. Don't get around them. Don't say nothing to them.
That's the way Max Scherzer is. He's like a different kind of animal. But all right, well, I think that's all we got today, right?
Hold on, there's one more. There's one more comment I want to address. The Carmelate about gymnastics. So I want, please let me know why you think gymnastics is a sport. Please, Carmelate. So and I'm not trying to be an ass or anything. I really want to know.
So back in the day, right? There was a girl in my junior high when I was diehard wrestling guy, and I wanted to be a wrestler. She was like that a gymnast can whoop a wrestler's ass, and I was like, "Are you out your damn mind?"
What?
She's like, "You know the strength."
She whooped your ass.
She kicked your ass.
Hell no. But she was on some how strong gymnasts have to be. I'm like, that don't mean a damn thing. Now, could a gymnast probably whoop some of these sorry ass wrestlers? Sure, because there's a lot of these dudes that don't know anything but how to take a bump.
Exactly. Give me.
But you get a damn shooter in there. You got anybody that knows anything about actual wrestling or had any kind of background beforehand, they're gonna whoop that ass. But okay, hold on. Just when I try to say something,
I'm just curious. I'm curious to know why you think it's a sport. I just think it's a competition. I think when you go to those things, aren't they called like gymnastics competitions? Well, it's
like
a competition. And the other thing is, it's not one thing; it's 12 different things.
Yeah, you got all different kinds.
It's a
I don't know. They're athletes? Yes, but I think what you were saying is you don't think they're athletes?
You said don't think it's a sport.
I was like,
I do think they're athletes. I don't think it's a sport. And then me and my girl, when we talk about this, she brought up the Olympics. I said, no, it's a bunch of competitions. There are sports in the Olympics, and it's called the Olympic Games. It's just what classifies something as a sport. In my opinion, well, don't go to Google because Google says something crazy, like something crazy. So everything is a sport.
You did that?
Chess, yeah, because we were talking about it, like chess could be a damn sport. But I think sport is a
sweating in here. You got me hot right now, Megan.
Right. One, I think you need right. It's an athletic competition between two things, whether it's two individual or two teams, and they're competing to win to attain something. And there's a score that's being kept. So there's a score. Like somebody's got to win. There's a winner and a loser, first and foremost.
I mean, gymnastics has scores.
Yeah, they do got scores, and
they're not competing. But there's no one. But there's no one on the monkey bars preventing.
No, there's nobody. There's nobody physically trying to stop.
And that's my thing. That's my biggest thing. There's nobody there trying to prevent you from attaining your goal.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
That's my.
I got like looking at these things.
So NASCAR is a sport then.
So NASCAR, where you got somebody that can try and run your ass off the road.
NASCAR is a competition.
But under your definition, though,
you can't sit on your ass. You're sitting on your ass.
Yeah, but is somebody trying to stop you from winning, like physically? Like bumping you
and
pushing you and
but they're not intentionally trying to knock you in because that'll hurt their chances. They're trying to just cut in front of you. They're not saying playing bumper cars and trying to knock you out.
I don't like NASCAR. I don't like NASCAR, but go watch the last 3 laps. That's because that's generally when I'll watch it.
I'm not saying it's not hard.
The catcher's not allowed to block the plate anymore, so.
I'm saying
I was gonna say the catcher.
Yeah, it's a competition. It's not a sport. It's a competition.
I mean, I'm just being devil advocates, really.
I know.
I'm not necessarily.
I think there's a fine line between a sport and competition. I just think it's a competition.
I don't know. I feel like.
I mean, it's the same thing as
your logic in like drag racing is more of a competition than NASCAR racing.
Any kind of race is a competition.
Good.
NASCAR or the 4x200s. You're just running around to see who gets it the fastest. But
yeah, but in
it's a
NASCAR you
competition.
can be freaking blocked.
But
You
you're not
can
going.
be-
But my point is, you're not going to try and intentionally knock someone off the track because you may end up knocking yourself off the track.
But they do intentionally block
And-
motherfuckers. They will make sure to steer in front of you so that you can.
You broke up. That's why I'm staring at you.
I said
That's why I'm
they
staring
go
at you.
back and forth. Like they will try to block you. They box you out.
They'll nip
box
each
you
other
out.
on the tails and bumpers. Yeah, they'll do little shit in.
I mean, I do that in cycling too. I just don't think it's a sport. I think it's a competition. I think that's the better definition.
Interesting topic.
It's a
Definitely
competition.
interesting
Yeah,
topic.
it's definitely a different thing.
And one of my big things is, especially in gymnastics, Carr Latte. Like there's in sport, right? There's an offense and a defense. There's no offense and defense in gymnastics. You can make the argument in NASCAR, but in gymnastics, there is no offense and defense, or figure skating. No, gymnastics it's a hard competition. It's not a sport. There's no offense and defense. There's no one trying to prevent you from accomplishing your goal. There's no one trying to prevent you from getting a 10. It's all on you. And even less so than golf. Even golf, there's the weather, there's the environment. Gymnastics, everything is temperature controlled. It's just you. So who are you sporting against? Yo, Pop, you tripping, bro.
Pop says he's with caramel latte that nugget full of himself.
Yeah, but
I mean, you raised some good points.
Listen, yeah,
but I think Pop's a caramel latte, right?
I think Pop's
let me ask y'all too.
trying to bust your balls.
There is an offense and defense in sports.
Yeah, like I was gonna say tennis, but tennis you're trying to do the same thing back and forth.
Yeah.
But
you're trying to. All right,
I hear what you're saying. So golf, nobody's doing that. So
nobody's doing that. It's all on you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what sport, what I would say is a sport that you're freaking by yourself. I can't really think of nothing like that. You know.
I mean, do you consider bowling a sport?
Do I consider bowling a sport? No.
You and Kenny.
Skill level.
Yeah, it's like the same. To me, it's like the same thing like golf.
It's you against yourself trying to learn angles on how to knock down pins over.
Yeah,
definitely skill. You gotta have skill.
You definitely don't have to be in shape to bowl.
No.
But,
I mean, you ain't gotta be in shape to play golf either.
Yeah, what's that old
John
dude?
Daly.
Yeah, and who's the other one? Arnold Palmer. Arnold Palmer wasn't the old dude. It was the was Daly the big fat old dude?
He wasn't. Well, he might be old. He might be on the senior. You got two different tours though, because as you get a certain age, you go to the senior tour.
Right.
So they don't play against the young guys. As you get a certain age, you move up to the senior. Where Fuzzy Zeller and all them guys were playing that.
Yeah,
Tiger gonna be able to join those cats too, and he gonna be running.
I don't know what the age limit is, but probably so. Tiger got to be what, 50?
No, he's in his
40s.
He's not 50 yet, but he's
probably
40s,
late 40s. Yeah,
I
not 20 years.
Oh no, they can play for a long time.
At a gas station when I was going to get gas when I was working as a satellite installer, and I pull up. I got out the thing. I'm like, damn, that's a nice ass Escalade. I see Buddy come walking out from the gas station from inside 7-Eleven. I'm like, damn, it looks just like Tiger Woods. And now I peep him. I'm like, oh shit, that is Tiger Woods. It's like, look at that.
That's Tiger Woods.
See, I was like, look at this neighbor.
Hey, Carmelate,
do
you think pro wrestling is a sport? Carmelate?
No,
I hope I know.
shit.
I hope I know what y'all answer is. Let her answer first, and then what y'all answers. If you think pro wrestling is a sport,
traveling clowns. Circus. That's what we wear.
We're gonna let her answer. We're gonna say our thing, and then we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow, she
would
said
say
yes. Hell no.
It's the circus, mommy. It's
It's
the circus. That's all it is.
Entertainment.
Pro wrestling is not a
Traveling
sport.
clowns.
They're and I bring that up because they are like gymnastics.
Yeah, athletes.
They're athletes.
Actors.
Yeah, it's a little bit of every damn thing.
And it's more competitive than fans know.
Yeah, exactly.
Way more competitive than the fans know.
But they would ever think it is. Yeah, without a doubt.
There's a lot to.
But I do appreciate your respect, Carmelate. I do respect that. I do respect your answer.
Yeah, it's one of them things. But yeah, let's wrap this up, guys.
Yeah, I'm eating yet. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm out of beer, so. Make sure y'all tune in next week, Tuesday.
Thank everybody for joining.
8:05.
Yes. I actually had some friends that looked in tonight and hit me on the thing.
Pops.
And said they tuned in for a while and checked us out. Had a couple of friends that tuned in and checked us out.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I had a couple of people.
Man. Yeah,
check us out
today. You gotta tell them to chime in, man. Leave them comments, man. Make sure to go on YouTube and like it and subscribe to it, and Twitch.
Shout out to Brian Myers, aka
no doubt.
Yeah, it's been a while since he was on with us, but
it's been a minute.
Shout out to him, man.
Shout out to Brian.
He's a super cool dude.
It's good dude.
But yeah, man, make sure y'all tune in next week, Tuesday, 8:05, where you guys can catch us. Shout
out to the loyal ones that's sticking with us as we grow.
Yes,
that are there every weekend. Shout out to y'all guys, without a doubt.
Shots fired, Mega. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Wow, shots fired.
Thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate all of y'all. Tune in weekly and make sure y'all tune in. If anything pops up, we will try and, anything big, we'll try and do a little, maybe not an hour and a half.
2 hours. Yeah.
2 hours. Well, no, I mean, remember that day when we did
yeah. First one, 15 minutes, we went an hour and a half. But that's good, though.
Yeah, neighbors get long-winded.
Content, baby. Content.
Neighbors get long-winded. It's true. Breaking news. Atlanta Hawks are losing 111-101. I don't think we're going to do well this year. But that's another topic for next week. I'll save it for next week.
All right.
Okay.
Because we go on 2 hours, but I got a good one for next week.
But yeah, let's make sure y'all tune in next week, 8:05. And yeah, catch tomorrow. I'm gonna be on the NXT roundup with Pierce early morning. I'm gonna have to watch NXT.
Sorry.
Have fun.
Have fun with that trash.
It's fucking horrendous, but I'll be on that tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow night.
That trash.
We got Big Tom Tony Burma.
Yeah, tune in tomorrow to that. Yeah, good stuff.
My brother and
good stuff.
Stockade, Cade Loftbrook on Nights of the Gimmick Table. Tune in on Friday. Catch King Mega with Kingpin Angel.
Mega, you're going to have to send me a joint. I didn't see you Friday, Mega. I forgot. You got to send me something when y'all come in.
All right, I'll say something.
I'm used to catching them because it's normal because I was on the show before.
I'll send
me a shout out.
Definitely will.
All right.
Thank y'all all for tuning in. I don't know who that is. I already closed out my comment thing, but
just look at this.
Hopefully, yes, hopefully.
I'm gonna kick the ass again on the game.
God, here we go. But yeah, thank y'all again. See y'all next week.
Peace in the middle.